bit. Tell me first of all, who's our guest? Who's this beautiful young lady?
This is my daughter, Mary Ann Underwood.
And how long have you been away from Mary Ann and the family?
Well, yesterday was 30 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, I talked to you as you were on your way.
Yeah.
We talked to you on the phone a little bit, and you said this is a lifelong, you've wanted to do this forever.
Right.
What did it take to get the privilege of doing this?
Well, just making the right phone call, I guess you'd say. We called in October of '09 and was very gracious and proud to get to do this.
Now, do you have a co-driver? Because that was one of the questions somebody asked me.
Yeah, no, I'm the only driver. I do have another driver that's driving the other truck with the ornaments and the smaller trees on it.
Okay. Do you have an escort because you're oversized?
Yes, we do. We have 2 federal law enforcement escorts, and each state provides state patrol escorts also, and local law.
Jeff, does that mean there's no speeding on this trip?
Not necessarily. No, if they want to run 100, that's what we run.
Okay. Okay, so it's like Smokey the Bandit Part
That's
2.
right. That's right.
Okay. Now, how many miles have you driven this tree?
Let's see. I think it's right around 2,800, something like that.
Are you as tired as you told me a while ago? Let me take a break and let me sit down just a second. You're tired.
Well, it's just standing all day, and stuff like that, greeting people. But we want to treat everybody the same,
Now, what did it feel like to pull into home and it be Jeff Underwood Day in Dahlonega, Georgia?
Oh boy, I tell you, that was great. It was real unexpected to find so many of our friends.
500.
Yeah, that's right. We were just very excited. Couldn't believe the crowd when we pulled in, and main thing, we wanted to see our family.
Well, we were watching on Facebook, and you said, okay, traffic is bad. We're getting, we're a little bit late. Yeah. Did it stress you when you realized that people were waiting? Did you think 5 people were waiting on you, and in reality, 5,500 were waiting on you?
No, I knew there were a bunch of people waiting, and the stress level did go up a little bit, and that's when I called our lead officer and said, we have got to move, so.
Now, where did you get hung up in traffic?
Chattanooga.
Okay. Hey, I can understand that. Chattanooga has always got traffic problems.
I know it.
Now, let's talk about the weather conditions. You said you were in some whiteout blizzard conditions?
We were. It was in between Laramie and somewhere around Laramie. And for about 40 miles there, you could not hardly see the highway, drifts blowing across the road and stuff like that. I couldn't hardly see the lead escort in front of me.
Okay, now you took care of yourself. You have to have so many hours off. You have to rest. You have to feed yourself. Let's talk about what you had to do to hydrate this tree.
Well, we have a 65-gallon bladder on the tree itself, and there has been days that we have had to water it 2 times a day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
now, talk about the tree. Tell us a little bit about where it came from.
It came from in between Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and Yellowstone.
Okay. Who found the tree?
The Bridger Teton folks, they are the ones that picked the candidate trees, and then the U.S. Capitol architect, he flew from Washington to Wyoming in July and made the choice from those trees which tree would be the tree.
When you got there, was it bigger than life to you?
It was. We've got a picture of me standing in front of it, and I look like a little ant, standing in front of it. But it was, I tell you, it was just the perfect tree. If you can imagine the perfect Christmas tree, that was it.
Okay, how many ornaments do you think this tree will take?
Now that I don't know. I know the second truck has over 17,000 ornaments on it now. So,
wow.
But part of them are indoor ornaments that goes on the smaller trees that we have on that truck. And a lot of them are outdoor ornaments that goes on the big tree, so I don't know the breaking point.
Now, there's been so much hype about this truck. About this tree. What if people wanted to go to D.C.? Where will they find this tree?
On the west lawn of the U.S. Capitol. We will be there November the 29th, which is Monday, and it will be taken off the truck at 10 o'clock in the morning. They'll be taken straight to the big hole, 6-foot hole on the west lawn, and be set in, and then it takes a week to decorate, so December the 7th is the lighting.
Okay, now the weight of this tree is what?
9,000 pounds.
9,000 pounds, and it's
67 foot.
Okay, 67 feet long, 9,000 pounds. When it's finished and Christmas is over, what happens to this tree?
They take the tree down, take all the ornaments off, and they mulch it up and grind it up and use it for mulch around the Capitol grounds.
Oh, what a good idea. So
Yeah.
we're recycling.
That's right.
We're recycling.
That's right.
Jeff, let's talk about, you looked forward to doing this. You were so excited about doing it. Would you do this venture again?
I would, but maybe take a year or two off, you know, because there's so much legwork and so much preparation that goes into this. It's just very time consuming over a year's time, and you know, I would, but it'd be a while.
Right. Well, I'm going to ask you a nasty question. I just brought a truck in from Portland, and it cost me $3,600 for fuel to go out there and back.
Right.
What was the cost of the fuel for you to do this trip?
I really don't know, because the fuel was donated.
Okay.
All we do is pull in. We have pictures made. The national chain of convenience stores is the ones that sponsored the fuel and the snacks and coffee and stuff like that for the whole group.
Yeah.
And so we really don't keep up with that. They tell us to pull in and fill up, and then somebody from the group signs the ticket, and then we go.
Can I ask you who were some of your major sponsors?
Well, they're actually on the banner, and I can't see the banner from here. The National Chain of Convenience Stores. There were several. I just
Somebody
can't
in
remember.
Ball Ground, Georgia.
Mine. Yes,
Okay, let's bring in
yes.
Ball
I
Ground,
forgot
Georgia.
them. I'm sorry.
Okay, now tell me about, how did that company become involved?
Mine Poultry Processing Solutions. We haul for them on a regular basis. They have been a very big supporter of us, and major player in this, in our company for us.
Now, you know how I found out about you, don't you?
From my aunt.
Aubrey, no. Aubrey from Aubrey's Tire Service,
what
of
about
course.
that? Yes, I forgot
Because
that.
in the trucking industry, we have two things in common. We buy fuel and we
That's
buy
right.
tires.
That's right.
And Aubrey told me about you and what an incredible story this was. And I thought, now we've got to follow this. I wasn't sure, 30 days. You know, you gave up a lot to do this.
Yes, we
Because
did.
the average truck turns a lot of miles in 30 days.
It does.
Okay, where will people see this truck after this job is finished if they want to come by and see you?